The Minecraft movie and Minecraft Story Mode are set in the same universe, and no, I'm not joking. Honestly, I've been holding off on making this video, mainly because I had to run it past my Story Mode obsessed friends and make sure it was okay with them. I just didn't have the heart to tell them that I believe the death of Reuben exists in the same world as
Chicken Jockey!
But I'm not gonna say that these two worlds are connected for no reason. If I did, this video would be about a minute long, and it would just be me saying, they're both Minecraft, right? Right? But I won't do that, because I have evidence. Evidence that will either make you think I'm crazy, or I'll drag you into madness with me, and you'll be left thinking, hey, this crazy person might actually be onto something. So join me and learn how this human flesh can turn into Minecraft skin we all know and love today. But before we do that, please do subscribe, it's free and you can always unsubscribe later. Subscribing is the best way to support my channel as it allows me to make more videos and helps me reach more milestones. I really want to hit 400k before VidCon in June, so if you could just check to see that you are subscribed, that would be great. Thank you, and back to the video. A lot of people tend to remember Minecraft Story Mode because it diverts from the original idea of Minecraft. One of the reasons as to why it was so popular was because it took into account the idea of servers and multiplayer experiences. We're under the impression that while most worlds start with people just spawning in, this world has been active for some time now, allowing for there to be the legend of the Order of the Stone, a group who defeated the Ender Dragon, but turned out to be frauds as it's revealed they used a command block. And before them, it was the old builders who took to exploring new worlds only to get stuck in them. Now, what I'm saying is that it could be possible that Steve had entered their world years earlier and became a legend that the villagers talk about, putting him both before the Order of the Stone and the old builders. And a lot of the stuff we see in Minecraft Story Mode looks a lot like what Steve created in the movie. And funnily enough, it doesn't break the timeline. In fact, in Story Mode we see the Nether being utilised as its own system. Granted, not a lot of people use it, but they aren't surprised by the implications of one, meaning people have already been to and explored the Nether. But do you know what they are surprised by? The Portal Network. In Story Mode, the New Order discovers that the Portal Network exists. It's something that was built by the old builders, people that are surprisingly still alive to this day. It's a system of hundreds of different portals that lead to different places, unlike regular Minecraft where the only portals you have can lead to the Nether or the End. But do you know what's funny? Unlike other Minecraft media, Minecraft Story Mode and Minecraft Movie share a similarity of having different types of portals. Different portals connecting to different worlds. I mean, yes, we only saw the portal to our world in the Minecraft movie, but since that one exists, who's to say there aren't others? Remember before the Minecraft movie was released, someone translated the text on the cubes to say Iron Gold Stone Gate Head Home. And while that is not what we saw in the movie, it did make me think of Story Mode for one particular reason. A lot of the portals we see include gold. In fact, the entire portal network is made out of gold, stone and quartz? But that's not iron. Ah well, forget it, there goes that theory. Well, except maybe not. It could be possible that this was something that just got lost in translation. Or they're trying to build the same thing with the materials that are available to them at the time. Kind of like how illagers are trying to recreate what the ancient builders have made using their own tools, which is why you can see things like the end portal made out of wool in a mansion. It could also be that the reason the old builders even knew they could build other portals is through the tales of a man coming from another world using a portal that leads to another type of world, and they used the materials that were listed on the case for it. But when they saw iron, they could have just thought that was listing a way to light it, since they would be familiar with lighting nether portals with flint and steel. But then wouldn't the legend also talk about how Steve had to use a blue glowing object to open the portal? Oh my god! One of the main events in Story Mode is when Jesse finds the enchanted flint and steel, but it's not glowing purple like a regular enchantment, it's glowing blue. I believe the Earth Cube is what they used to make the enchanted flint and steel. Think about it, you hear that there's a guy that used this cube to travel worlds, and the only mode of portal travel you know utilises flint and steel as the key. It's pretty logical to try and combine them. But then Datchia, why is it later revealed that they had another set of enchanted flint and steel, this time in green? Well, there's an explanation for that too. But you won't find it in Story Mode, or in the movie. Instead, allow me to draw your attention to the Minecraft experience. In the Minecraft experience, you are given an orb, that lets you interact with the environment. There are 4 orbs in total: yellow, red, green, and blue. Considering both the experience and the movie insist that you call this the orb, then it's not hard to assume that these are the same thing. But we have never seen the orb change colour in the movie. It remains blue. So that could mean that there are other orbs out there. Other orbs that could be made into flint and steel. Okay, so I've talked about the portals, but how can we go from human-like skin to the regular Minecraft skin we see today? Well, there's the idea of evolution. Maybe other people did decide to come through the Minecraft world portal, and over the years, evolution ended up bringing about these strangely shaped people. It does make sense, considering if you're to be expected to be punching blocks all the time, then long fingers might not be the priority, as they could much more likely get damaged over time. Square and short fingers not only allow for it to be tucked away deeply in the rest of the fist, but also allow for a sharper impact. Another explanation that could suggest how this species developed their squareness so quickly would also be suggesting breeding between species, human and villager. While that may sound strange, it is sort of suggested at the end of the Minecraft movie. Don't believe me? The way that villagers are able to breed in the game are due to eating bread with another villager. It really puts that crushing loaves line into perspective. But by the end of the Minecraft movie, we see both the villager and Marlene sharing loaves of bread together. Look, don't blame me, blame the writers or Jennifer Coolidge. And here I thought this was a kids' movie. But it did get me thinking that if these two were to have a child, if possible, it would likely share traits between both parties. And while the human traits are more likely to develop better results, having opposable thumbs and the ability to move their arms entirely, a square bone structure might be optimal within a Minecraft world, and therefore may take priority. Either way, both these ideas have to do with evolution, whether that be genetics or environment, nature versus nurture. It does seem like the Minecraft skin is more optimal choice for living in the Minecraft world, and therefore thousands of years of evolution would allow for Jack Black to look more like a regular Minecraft Steve. In fact, there may be a reason as to why Alex and Steve look like this and not how they would in the movie. These skins are their biblical depiction. I'm being serious here. These skins are how people would interpret them thousands of years onwards. Think about Adam and Eve, and all their depictions throughout time. We hear stories and then base the narrative and imagery as what we know, such as what a person would look like, how they would act, and how they would talk. And all of this is likely to be false as it fails to take into account the time period. A lot of times these changes are intentional, to spin a different story or narrative of history. And if we are to believe that the legend of Alex and Steve were passed throughout generations, then they might leave out the part where they were fleshy, rounded monsters, especially if we're still seeing the remnants of their builds to this day. In the Minecraft movie, we briefly see all the different builds that Steve has made, and you might find that they're a lot similar to the ones we see in Minecraft Story Mode, except for the fact the Story Mode creations have had more time to be fleshed out and built upon. Now, it's entirely possible that they built these themselves, but what I'm suggesting could have happened is that the idea came across when they saw Steve's abandoned world and got to work making it their own. And that was one of Steve's issues within the Minecraft movie. Despite having the entire world for himself, he was lonely. In fact, when he meets the main cast, his first instinct is to show them everything about the game and what he's built. It's clear that he wanted to show people what he has made. But I want to believe that this new generation of builders found his old stuff and continued building from there, creating the Story Mode world thousands of years after Steve's arrival. But what do you guys think? Are we onto something here? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. These videos are always fun for me to make, so it's great to know that you guys enjoy them as well. Thank you to my members. Once again, your support for this channel is why I can continue to keep making these videos, and I appreciate it so much. But if you can't be a member, that's okay. I'm so thankful to everyone who's subscribed. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!